Hello everybody and welcome back to the Mermaid Mask. We need to explore the other rooms. Last time we met these 4 people, and now I want to go and see what else there is to see. Oh, Dream Chamber. Oh my god, he looks so cool.
Hello, sir?
2 strangers, emissaries from the world above.
Yeah, hi. I'm Detective Grimoire, and this is Sally.
State your business, and speak only the truth.
Well, we're here on the request of the captain.
Impossible. The captain is dead. Unless you received a missive from beyond the veil. I should have foreseen this, but now that I'm faced with it, it seems inevitable.
No, sorry, she meant the new captain. Captain Sifo.
Cynthia.
She's asked us to investigate the murder of Magnus Mortuga. We have to talk to all the suspects.
Speaking of, can I ask your name?
Zacharias Zephyr, the Dream Doctor.
A dream doctor? I don't think I've met one of those before.
That is correct. You have not. I alone hold the title.
Because you made it up?
That is correct.
I like his voice. He sounds really cool.
So, Dr. Zephyr, what does a dream doctor do exactly?
He studies the parapsychological qualities of dreams.
Parapsychological?
Now, that's like psychics and telepathy and stuff, isn't it? How does that relate to dreams?
Dreams are transmissions comprised of spirit energy from another dimension.
Oh, sure. I mean, that's common
Sure.
knowledge.
What kind of other dimension?
Spirit energy originates in the spirit realm, of course.
Like the afterlife?
That is but one of many names.
So, have you made any kind of discoveries or breakthroughs?
Nothing I can meaningfully explain to you in your current state.
What about all this stuff in here? What does it all do?
Specialist instruments, most of them too complex or too subtle for you to comprehend.
I don't know. It mostly looks like a bunch of old junk.
It is an unrivaled collection of rare artifacts.
All right. What's the rarest thing you've got?
My rarest items are not for the viewing public.
Okay, now I have to see what they are.
The pull of the unknown. I realized I should have lied and showed you something of middling rarity to throw you off the scent.
Lesson learned, huh?
How come there's a room like this in the submarine anyway?
When I arrived, it was but a simple infirmary. After I set up my equipment, we renamed it the Dream Chamber.
And how long have you been here?
I was the first person to be invited on board. I joined Magnus here shortly before the submarine's maiden voyage.
So, presumably, you know why Mortuga became a submarine captain?
Why?
Yeah, like, where was he going? What was he doing?
He simply told me he'd acquired a submarine and would be living in it for an undisclosed amount of time.
That's all he told you? Yet surely there was more to it.
I don't doubt it. He was a man of secrets, every bit as much as I.
So when you started off, it was just the 2 of you. But now it's, what, 8 people?
We were 9 souls, now 8. I'm not counting.
He has a
either.
yellow hand.
Yeah, I figured.
Why did Mortuga want so many people on the submarine?
Only a few of them were invited on board by Magnus like I was. The others crossed paths with him merely by the winds of fortune.
Okay, so he was the only one that was invited. He has a yellow hand. I wonder if it's like a mechanical hand or something.
The last dream before waking. A single phase. Non-lucid. Focus is soft but heavy. All is dark. The endless void. A low voice speaking a forbidden language. Emerging from the beshroudal of the night black sea. A face. Larger than I had known a face could be. I wake. The room is bathed in green light.
A green light? Like from the wooden boy?
Not dissimilar, but 1,000 times more potent. I leave my chambers, heading for the airlock in which I have some business. I meet Cynthia in the parlor as she emerges from the control room. I notice she is clutching the ship's compass. She also appears visibly upset. Like me, Cynthia is on her way to the lowest deck. She departs and I follow behind. I wait as Cynthia converses with Madame Tadpole at the base of the second ladder. Madame Tadpole ascends the ladder. She is moving with haste and purpose. She requests that I go immediately to the storeroom at the end of the corridor.
Did you go?
As soon as I concluded my business.
Which was?
Nothing of great import, merely something I needed to collect from the airlock.
So you went to the airlock, and then you went to the storeroom?
I did, right after I stopped off at my chambers. You understand I first needed to return certain items to their designated storage locations, after which I truly did do as Madame Tadpole had requested. I did ultimately regret my dallying. As it transpired, she had wished to inform me of Magnus Mortuga's death, and there his body lay, in the shadow of his stone cauldron, his blood pooling beneath him. A potent unease was already germinating amongst the group. Doubts were beginning to be sown, and fingers were beginning to point. Magnus Mortuga was a man of great will and great strength. It is hard, still, to accept that he has left us.
Okay, so he's mourning him. That's a good sign. I want to look around the room.
It's a weird glass bottle.
It is the hex bottle.
The hex bottle.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay. Shake. A glass bottle with a strange object floating inside. It was found in the dream chamber. A subtle floral smell is gently emanating from within the bottle. What is that? Is that a picture? What is that? Weird.
It's a weird crystal orb,
It is the fog ball.
if you say so.
A strange glass ball found in the dream chamber. Something is swirling around inside of it. Weird.
It's a weird metal helmet.
It is the dream helmet.
Of course it is.
Okay. Dream helmet, a peculiar piece of equipment found in Dr. Zephyr's dream chamber. A large brass funnel is attached to the top of a pair of leather goggles. Curiously, the goggles are fully opaque. You can't see anything while you're wearing them. Probably because you're supposed to be sleeping, right? What is this key thing? Weird.
The cabinet's full of scrolls, but
Can't think of an excuse not to read them.
they're too fragile, maybe?
Hell, just say they're blank. No one will know.
What's on those wall charts?
Sacred geometry.
Is that a heavy metal band?
I mean, probably.
Probably.
A set of small glass bottles.
Poison?
Might just be perfume.
I'll meet you in the middle at poisoned perfume.
Yes. Oh. Drag the bottle caps and swap them onto the correct droppers. A crimson hue upon the label. Aerated with effervescence. What does that mean? Aerated, so like bubbly. Exhales a curious vapor. None of these exhale a curious vapor. What does that mean? Drips fall with a hurried cadence. What? Ah! Oh. This is vapor. Oh, this is very fast. This is the sun. Okay, stop. Everybody stop. This is stuck. Latinous viscosity. So this is this one. A conspicuous X upon a label. Well, these all have X's. So a crimson hue upon the label. I guess it could be this. exhaled a curious vapor. This is vapor. This could be the crimson hue. This is aerated. This is very viscous.
That was right.
Okay,
I'm impressed.
that was easy.
Is anything going to happen?
Oh, okay.
The glass moved.
Let's take a closer look at that bookshelf.
We're just doing that with him standing there.
I think I can see a face in there.
That's probably just pareidolia.
Who?
The human habit of seeing faces where there aren't... Okay, no, I just saw it too.
What the hell? That's so scary.
The Magician of the Soul by Annabelle August.
A Ghost Rises Before Me by Joseph Jenkins.
This one's not really a book.
Looks more like a magazine.
Caretaker's Collective. Caretaker's Journal, a small booklet found on the bookcase in the Dream Chamber. Lillian's Locket. Wait, that's what the girl has. What is it? What is she called? Symmetry, right? She has this. His golden palm, the mermaid's tongue. Silver Snake School. Oh, this is important. Caretakers Collective quarterly journal listings and inquiries. Lillian's Locket. Lillian Lucian was a witch of some infamy before her untimely end at the hands of a curse. Uh-oh. But she's in this locket. Some say the locket protects from curses, others suggest it absorbs them, imbibing their power. 9 ounces? I don't know what that meaning is. Silver Snake Skull. Embodied skull of the mysterious silkworm serpent. Notably, it has no eye sockets. Use discretion, as several high-quality fakes are in circulation. His golden palm. Wait, here's a golden palm. Wait. Oh my gosh. Made from an unknown material 90% similar to gold. It's made from the beetle. From what the beetle was made of back in the other game. The hand is said to be able to touch ghosts. And the mermaid's tongue. Said to facilitate communication with she who lies beyond the veil. Requires a special key to operate. Both the key and the mermaid's tongue itself are rumored to be lost at sea. This is what we saw. Name your price. This is the mermaid's tongue.
I think I can see a face.
That's probably
Who?
just the human habit of
Okay,
no, I just saw it too. Divine Exolinguistics by Mary Morala.
It is Speaking, If You Are Listening by Carl Cavendish.
The 7 Secrets of
Onirology?
The 7 Secrets of Onirology by Edward Edmonton.
Prophecy from Parapsychology by Halcyon Hardwick.
Who's there? Examine the dark hole in Dr. Zephyr's bookcase. Damn, I'm getting achievements left and right. What the hell is
Big glass bell jars with creepy things inside.
If I had a penny for every time we go somewhere and there's big glass bell jars with creepy things inside.
Tired?
I worry if I slept in that thing, I'd get transformed into a monster or something.
I worry that sleeping at a 45-degree angle would be bad for my back.
You are old.
What's on those wall charts?
Sacred geometry.
Is that a heavy metal band?
I mean, probably.
Okay, I think we found the most important thing in here.
It's a big dome.
All the light coming from the top gets filtered through the pink glass. It gives the whole room a really weird vibe.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, let's see. Let's explore the other rooms, shall we? And then we can question the people. I want to meet everyone. Oh. Like this guy.
Hello? Is anyone there?
I think there's someone in that basket.
He has some nice music. I like it. Look at his little bouncy hat. And his little stick also has a hat. So cute.
What on earth are you doing?
Aha! Customers! Come in, and welcome to Mr. Grip's Emporium.
Wait, what?
I guess he's Mr. Grip.
What's that? You'd like a succinct yet exhaustive rundown of our operational philosophy?
I don't think I said that.
Here at Mr. Grip's, we plot the unplottable, chart the unchartable, and measure the unmeasurable. No sea too vast, no night too dark, no fog too thick. With the right contraption in your pocket, even the great unknown may be quantified and calculated. So fret not, noble navigator, as we stock all the essentials.
What the hell? You can buy stuff? I don't have money though. So cute. Oh, I like the music. Okay, so we can buy the compass. Is that the compass we can put back in the... Oh my god. I cannot go. What the hell? How do I
Fillmore,
leave?
you don't have any money?
I don't have any gold coins, no.
I'm sorry, you can't afford this item.
I don't want it.
Can I not go?
I'm afraid you don't have enough money.
I know. I'm not trying to buy anything.
Apologies, you can't afford that one.
Ugh.
Mr. Grip, we're not customers. We're detectives. We need to talk to you.
Oh.
Why didn't you say so? Now, what is it you wanted to know?
Can I get your full name?
Godric Grip of Mr. Grip's Emporium.
And that's this little shop you run down here in the engine room for some reason.
This is merely the newest branch. The flagship site is back in Circuum-on-Sea.
Yeah, we saw it. It's all boarded up.
Yes, well, I can't make a living selling compasses to the ghosts in a ghost town, can I?
So that's what you do? Sell compasses? Seems kind of niche.
We buy, sell, and service all manner of nautical navigation equipment. What's that? Ah, yes, we also provide cartographic consultation. We'll analyze and decipher any map, all for a low, low fee. Some maps may be invalid, fee to be decided on a case-by-case basis.
Sorry, did you just talk to your stick?
You mean Cornelius Kane?
And he's given it a name. Great.
Don't ask any follow-up questions. Maybe he'll let us move on.
So funny.
How'd you wind up here?
I crashed my hot air balloon into the ocean. Whole thing came down. Dreadful. And of course, I've never been a swimmer, don't have the upper body strength.
How'd you crash your balloon?
A rather spirited disagreement with a flock of migratory pelicans led to an abrupt
Sure, okay. And the actual reason?
storm.
There we go.
Wait, so you're an aeronaut? I thought you were a shopkeeper.
Yes, well, you're quite right, of course. But I've been inspired to leave my shop behind and head out on a journey of discovery into the great unknown. That was the plan, at least. As you can see, I didn't make it very far at all.
So there's a storm, the balloon crashes, you fall into the ocean. Then what?
Enter Captain Mortuga. He finds me adrift, fishes me out of the water, and promptly places me here.
In the engine room? Was every other room taken?
On the contrary, only Mortuga and Zephyr were living here when I arrived, so I rather had the run of the place. Cornelius and I just agreed this would be the best place to set up shop, as it were.
Why did you set up your shop again? You just said you'd been inspired to leave it behind.
I had to make myself useful somehow, didn't I? Let's see. I'd taken Cornelius up to the mess hall. Poor fellow needed a little repair work, you see.
Were you alone up there? Aside from Cornelius, I mean.
No, Werman was there, working away on his typewriter. Then, all of a sudden, somebody new came down the ladder. A woman by the name of Mariana Moon. Werman and I conversed with her for a few minutes before Mortuga himself entered the room. He passed through towards the child's room and the storeroom, but before he left, he asked us to provide Mariana with a tour of the submarine. Werman feigned a sudden fatigue and slithered off back to his room, leaving me as the solitary tour guide.
You do kinda look like a tour guide, to be honest.
Yes, well, I won't bore you with a blow-by-blow. I'm sure Mariana will cover that in her statement. Suffice it to say, we ended up in the bilge at the very back of the submarine. And there we were, standing in the dark, when all of a sudden, a voice echoed down from above.
Mortuga's voice?
No, a young woman's, possibly two different women. The voices were followed by the sound of a blade, and finally a dull thud, like something hitting
You heard the
ground.
murder.
Sounds like a murder to me.
What did Mariana make of all this?
Well, apparently satisfied by our impromptu eavesdropping session, she made her farewells and left.
You didn't go with her?
No, I stayed a little longer.
Did you hear any other weird noises?
I did. First, the sound of the storeroom door wrenching open and then closing again. Secondly, some kind of short, heavy scrape, mechanical. And finally, a dull thud, like something hitting the ground.
Sorry, again?
How many murders were there?
I didn't really know what to do with myself after that, but an unexpected lurch of the submarine caused me to very nearly topple over into the bilge water. So I decided to take my leave and return to the safety of my engine room.
You didn't want to go upstairs and see what was going on?
I certainly thought about it. Ultimately, I think it came down to cowardice on my part.
You didn't want to run into the murderer.
So, let's see. I was sat there, feeling rather pathetic, when Cynthia appeared in my doorway.
What did she want?
Well, she had a compass she wanted me to fix. I agreed to take a look at it for her. But that wasn't the end of it. She then told me she'd been asked to bring me upstairs, along with everyone else. And so, after fetching Mariana from next door, the three of us went up to the storeroom. I saw Mortuga's body laying on the floor, saw the cut across his neck. The cowardice I'd felt before, compounded. Tadpole spoke to the room. She wanted a confession, or even just an explanation. It goes without saying that nobody was willing to offer one. Really, that's the end of it. After that, several things happened very quickly. Cynthia became captain, decided to bring in a detective. You two arrived, and here we are.
He knows a lot. I think we should check out that room. Also, this room.
If I turn this wheel, you have to turn the other one.
Why?
Because one good turn deserves another.
A selection of some of my more unusual compasses. Please peruse at your leisure.
Goody.
Nope.
So there's 4 slots, and each one needs a compass to go in it. The labels are all describing a particular compass, I guess.
I guess that's wrong.
I think we can pay attention to the needles while you're...
Nothing.
It's really
At
all-
least one of them doesn't seem to be... Nothing.
It's really all about the behavior of the needles.
At least one of them doesn't seem to be a compass at all.
This one. I think this is a clock. Oh, a clock wouldn't be moving.
Nothing.
It's really...
At least one of them doesn't seem...
Okay, so this one is a clock. This doesn't want to solve this puzzle right now. I don't understand.
There we go.
Nice.
Okay, I got it.
Did something unlock?
Nope.
Yeah,
No?
it did. I heard it. Sounded like a box opening.
Pure conjecture.
It's open.
What is that? Some kind of scroll?
That is not for sale. Please don't touch it.
Too late. Sorry.
This looks like the buoy. Oh my gosh. An old scroll hidden in the engine room. It unrolls to reveal a map. A red X is marked somewhere in the ocean. This is probably what they were trying to find. Surface record map coordinates approximately 2 miles from Silkworm Coast. Map interpreted by Godric Grip. For customer, Magnus Mortuga. Interesting. JMDPXLT? I wonder what that means. That's so weird.
It's a big compass.
Oh, that's the compass. A broken compass that's in the process of being fixed. It was on display in Grip's shop. Oh, okay, so he's fixing it right now. And then we can put it in the control room. Okay, let's see what other rooms are there. Let's look. Is Miss Moon here, maybe? Yes. Cargo hold. Oh, this is cozy.
Oh. Ah, weary travellers. Take a seat by the fire, shake out your boots.
We're not weary travelers.
Then why do you both look so haggard and trail-worn?
Ouch. There goes my self-esteem for the rest of the day.
We're detectives. I'm Grimoire, and this is Sally. We're here investigating the murder of Magnus Mortuga, your previous captain.
My captain? Never. My captain is the moonlight as it shimmers across the lake. My captain
Maybe this is
the
her bottle,
wind
like
as
the
it
purple
whispers
bottle?
through the valley.
Who is this woman?
No idea. I kind of like her, though.
My name is Moon. Mariana Moon.
Aha. And what do you do?
I do not do. I simply am.
Same. Same girl.
So, what, you're just some random traveler?
A traveller, yes, but random, never. I'm here because I chose to be. I've been searching for the Mortuga submarine for some time, you know.
How come?
How come? This thing is the motherlode.
The motherlode of what?
Of whispered half-truth, of murky rumour, of stories unspoken.
Oh, like urban myths and stuff?
Right. Urban myths and stuff.
So you're a historian.
Historian, storyteller, rambler, ambler, fireside gambler.
How long have you been here?
Fireside gambler. Amazing.
Let's see. I arrived a few hours before the captain was murdered.
Oh, dang. Really?
Quite the story, isn't it?
But you're just on the submarine because you find it interesting.
Would that be such a crime?
No. Murder's a crime, though, pretty sure.
A merciless wind rattles the rotting wood of the old Silkworm harbour. The shadow of a vessel lurking low in the night-black water. A mysterious stranger steps onto her foredeck. Cloaked in darkness, she slips inside the submarine. Who is she? What is her dark purpose?
It's you. We get it.
"A mysterious stranger," I said. She descends into an ornate parlour, empty save for a lone figure standing by the fire.
So, not empty.
He turns, his face still half hidden in flickering shadow. It is Captain Magnus Mortuga.
What was he like?
Nice guy. Stoic, but polite. Kind. He tells me to wait in the control room and then disappears off towards the back of the ship. After a little while, he comes back. But now, he's a slightly different man.
What do you mean?
The light is gone from his eyes. He seems sad, angry. He avoids my gaze as he crosses the room to take hold of the wheel. He tells me to head down the ladder towards the mess hall. Doing so, I encounter two gentlemen named Mr. Worman and Mr. Grip. Neither of them look like sailors, so I know they can't be crew. I assume they must be guests like me. And true enough, it transpires that Mr. Worman is a writer and Mr. Grip is, some kind of watch repairman. Captain Mortuga reappears, descending the ladder. He asks the two men to show me around the submarine and introduce me to the others. Then he disappears through the rear corridor. It's the last time I see him alive. Mr. Worman apologizes, explains he's too tired, and leaves through the opposite corridor. Mr. Grip, unable to come up with such an excuse, agrees to show me around. Now, I wrote this down in my diary, so I may as well let you read it.
Oh,
Imagine my excitement to finally get a good look around the Mortuga submarine. I was even given a tour by one of Mortuga's subordinates, a Mr. Godric Grip. We began by visiting a bizarre laboratory known as the Dream Chamber. It smelled of dried herbs and dusty glass, but was devoid of its dream custodian. An early disappointment, the captain's cabin was locked. Mr. Grip explained how Captain Mortuga mostly keeps this room locked when it's not in use. We climbed down into the living quarters, where a pair of bunk rooms sat at the end of a corridor. The first smelled of crane dust and unwatered flowers. A young woman was laying in her bed, poring over an old document. She hastily hid the document away and introduced herself as Miss Cynthia Seafoam, a name to remember, dear reader, as she will shortly become quite important.
is she an author? It sounds like it.
The second bunk room smelled of aftershave and desperation. The two men within, Mr. James Worman and Mr. Dirk Dansom, both appeared to be asleep, so we decided not to intrude.
Oh, interesting.
Next on the tour, a room inhabited, by the looks of things, by a young child who is also a stage magician. Sadly, this mythical child magician is nowhere to be seen. The room at the very end of the hallway was sealed with a heavy bulkhead door. Mr. Grip dismissed it as a storeroom that only Captain Mortuga makes use of. Perhaps you'll agree with me, dear reader, when I suggest the peculiarity of a simple storeroom being sealed off with such a significant door. Mr. Grip took me down to the cargo hold. It smells of damp wood and tarred rope. Yes, I describe it in the present tense, for it is here I sit as I write this very diary. Next door, the engine room, burnished bronze and tea-stained parchment. I learned that it's something of a nest for Mr. Grip himself, and thus was currently unoccupied. Outside, I encountered a Dr. Zacharias Zephyr, the aforementioned keeper of the Dream Chamber. Surprised to see us, he nearly dropped the empty glass bottle he was carrying. Clearly wishing to
Empty
remove
glass
himself
bottle.
from the situation, the good doctor muttered something inaudible and disappeared up the ladder.
So he put whatever's in the glass bottle in there while he was on the submarine.
We continued on into the next room, which I was amused to discover was some kind of shimmering mermaid grotto. I smelled her before I saw her. The unmistakable mix of salt, seaweed, and sequined spandex. It can only be Madame Tadpole, a name which may be familiar to long-time readers of this diary.
Long-time readers.
Tadpole and I caught up while Mr. Grip skulked in the doorway, clearly hoping this would mark the end of the tour, but it did not, dear reader. It did not.
Right, so, yes, I can see there's one more room to visit. Mr. Grip insists it's just the bilge, a dark, dank and smelly place, ill-frequented by humankind. I tell him he couldn't have sold it to me better if he'd tried. We enter the bilge, but it's too dark to see anything. Mr. Grip, who is clearly tiring of my company by this point, opens the vent in the ceiling to let in a little light. Moments later, a voice is heard, echoing down from above.
Whose voice?
A young woman, and then an older woman. I can't remember exactly what was said, but I remember thinking it sounded a little like poetry.
What happened next?
The
so
sound of
maybe
a
symmetry.
scream, and then a dull thud.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds like a murder.
But a witch murder.
Anyway, by this point I've used up all my patience, so I decide to take my leave. I thank Mr. Grip for the tour and return to my new lodgings in the cargo hold. I have to put up my tent twice, as on the first attempt a sudden movement of the submarine undoes my progress. After some time, Mr. Grip and the young Miss Seafoam appear in my doorway. It seems they've come to fetch me for some kind of official submarine business. We head back towards the mess hall, Mr. Grip and Miss Seafoam heading up the ladder before me. I spot Dr. Zephyr emerging from the airlock. He has a glass bottle in one hand and what looks like an old leather bag in the other. I update him with what little information I have and attempt to catch up with the others. Laying on the floor is the body of Captain Magnus Mortuga. Amongst the living, mutterings are breaking out. Murder and mutiny, cauldrons and curses. But with Zephyr finally in attendance, Tadpole calls for order, demanding justice for her slain captain. But nobody really seems to know what to say. The next morning, it's announced that Miss Seafoam has taken over as captain. And, well, here we are.
Okay, that was interesting. I really want to meet Miss Tadpole now. Airlock Grotto.
Hey, it's me, Madame Tadpole.
Oh.
Yep, that's my name. First question. Go.
Are you a mermaid or what's the deal?
Great question. Half mermaid. The top half, obviously. From the waist up, all mermaid. And as you can see, I have the legs of an ordinary human woman.
An ordinary human woman?
Who happens to be an Olympic-level swimmer. Second question. Go.
So, Madam Tadpole, you're a professional swimmer? Or a professional mermaid?
I'm not a professional anything, not anymore. I'm done with all that.
Do you have gills?
Nope, it's a tattoo. Sorry to disappoint.
It's cool. Why'd you get it?
I've always been real good at holding my breath underwater, like scary good. The other kids used to call me Fish Girl.
Kids can be mean.
I'd say they had it right.
How come you're here on the submarine?
Okay, so I like to go diving. In the sea, deep.
Oh, like with an oxygen tank and a mask?
No. I don't use any of that stuff. Anyway, so one time I went too deep. I wasn't going to come back up. I was pretty much done for. Somehow Magnus found me, pulled me into his submarine. He brought me back. I owe him my life.
Wait, so are you from Silkworm? Were you living in the town?
Nope, I'm from far away.
Then how come you were diving into this bit of ocean?
Oh, well, yeah, I was visiting the town. For work.
What kind of work?
Performance art. Kinda. Like I said, I'm done with all that.
So, Mortuga saved you from drowning, and you just decided to stay?
It's where I belong. The ocean. I had my fill of living on land. I've got no interest in going back.
Looks like you've made yourself pretty comfortable down here.
Magnus offered me one of the bunk rooms, but I turned him down. And yeah, over time I turned the airlock into a nice little home for myself.
Where did you get all this stuff? The mirrors, the bottles.
Shipwrecks, shipping containers, you name it. If it falls into the ocean, I consider it fair game.
You go swimming out in the actual ocean.
Of course.
Isn't it cold? And what about the water pressure?
What about him? That's for other people to worry about.
So, how do you get out into the sea? Or do you just go from up on deck?
See that hole in the middle of the room? Leads down into a big old water tank with a door that leads outside. I go out into the ocean every single day.
Jeez, I'm impressed.
Like I said, this is where I belong.
How long have you been living here?
I stopped worrying about times and dates. It doesn't mean much down here. But I know I arrived after Sim and before Dirk.
Do you get on with the other suspects?
Oh, sure. It's a nice group. I was closest with Magnus, though. He was one of a kind.
Oh.
I remember the sub did a weird kind of tilt. Don't know what it was, but anyway, it woke me up. So yeah, I'm trying to go back to sleep, but I can't because now there's all these footsteps outside my room. I get up and check outside. Nothing. So I check the bilge.
Was anyone in there?
No, but something's dripping into the water. I get a closer look and it's blood coming through the drain that connects to the room above. So I head up there to check. The door's locked. I open it up.
You unlocked it? How?
By turning the wheel. So, okay, I guess it's not really locked. More like shut.
Could anyone turn that wheel?
Probably not. It takes some upper body strength. I go inside, and that's when I find him. Dead. Killed, looks like. I get angry. I'm out for revenge. I gotta find the guy who did it. So I run to the mess hall. Nobody. Climb up to the parlor. Nobody. Then I notice the hatch up to the foredeck was left open. Someone's making an escape, I think. Cowardly. I go up on deck. Nobody. I look across to the aft deck.
Let me guess. Nobody.
Nah, there was a demon. Yep. Glowing eyes, single horn coming out of the head, like an antler, kind of.
Was it a person?
I don't know, maybe. It was dark. I could only really make out the eyes, and it wasn't looking at me. It was looking out to the side, at the ocean, I guess. Then it starts talking.
What did it say?
No idea. Alien language.
What?
Okay, even I'm making notes now. This is the best demon we ever got.
Oh yeah, there was this big green light. Not sure where it was coming from, though. It can't be anything good, I figure. Better put a stop to it. So I took one of the oars off the old rowing boat and threw it. Hard. Direct hit. Its head came off, pretty sure. I saw it fall into the ocean.
Suspect vanquishes demon with improvised javelin.
After that, the green glow went away, so now it's too dark to see anything. I want to be sure, so I jump off the side and swim over to the aft deck. But nope, nothing. Then I dive down past the back of the sub to take a look around.
Did you see anyone?
No. No. How should I put this? I'm pretty sure I was being watched. Like I could feel something was out there with me. I don't know. Sorry.
Did you ever find the head of the demon or whatever it was? You said it fell into the ocean.
Oh yeah, I did actually. It was right there, floating in the water. Turns out it was this leather mask kind of thing.
A mask?
Like a full head mask, you know, kind of like a balaclava.
Do you still have it?
Nope. I took it back inside the submarine, left it right here in the airlock, and, it's gone. I think it got stolen.
That's, disappointing.
Tadpole, you didn't finish your statement.
Right. I left the airlock, told Cynthia to gather up the others and come up to the storeroom. Zephyr was in the mess hall. I told him to come too. So I go to the storeroom. Dirk's there with Werman and Sim. Everyone else shows up shortly after.
So, you all gathered at the crime scene. What happened?
Nobody wanted to admit to murder, so it was a bit of a stalemate. Most of the others made excuses and scurried off. Zephyr, Grip, and I stayed behind. I guess we were the ones who knew Magnus best. That's it. Story's over. Get out of here.
Old glass bottles.
Looks like they've all been salvaged from the ocean.
Hey, this one has a message inside.
Message in a bottle. A glass bottle messily sealed with wax. A sheet of paper is rolled up inside. Earth in the cauldron. That sounds important. A small room within the bowels of the ship. His lifeless body lies in the shadows of an ancient stone cauldron. The cauldron's heavy iron lid has never been unlocked. It has never been opened. For all his strength, he ultimately proved powerless against the lure of the unknown. On this morning, the cauldron has been unlocked. On this morning, it is wide open. And it's the murder scene. It's suspicious.
It's a diving helmet. One of those old, heavy ones.
You think it's a safe?
Nah, looks pretty dangerous.
A safe.
Oh!
Drag the diving bell helmet to rotate it. Step on the dials to rotate them. Okay, so they need to connect. Circle to circle. This can't be a square. So this triangle to triangle. Circle to circle. Cross to cross. Square to square. To a U shape. And now triangle to U to drop.
There we go.
Easy.
Nice.
What's inside?
Pocketbook. A rugged, blood-stained pocketbook. It was hidden in the airlock. WW. We keep seeing that WW. I can shake it. Open.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to buy new towels for my bathroom.
Sally, we're solving a murder here. Focus. Looks like a jellyfish.
That's 2 glass bowls and some seashells.
Right. But what does it look like?
Jellyfish. It's a collection of small mirrors.
You know, it might be fun to start a mirror collection. I could really see myself doing that.
It's a collection of
You know,
small...
I could...
Oh, I get it. He could see himself. Okay.
Old glass
Looks
bottle.
like they've...
Hey, this one has a message inside.
Yes, I saw that already. Stop it.
That's a big mirror.
It's the kind of mirror you'd walk through to get to Mirror World.
You've been to Mirror World? What's it like?
On reflection, it's not that great.
Sally, how do you feel about swimming?
Nope, not happening.
We can look down. There's a treasure.
It's a treasure chest. We can't reach it while it's underwater.
Why not?
What a tease.
Come on, we can swim.
It's a ladder. It doesn't go anywhere, though.
I imagine it's for lowering into the hole so you can climb down.
Oh.
Or, you know, you could use it to display your collection of rusty jewelry.
Okay, I want to see the last room. This one is locked. Oh. Oh, right. This goes down. Okay. This one, the bilge or whatever. Oh my god, it's so dark.
It's almost pitch black in here.
I'm guessing you didn't bring a flashlight.
There's something. There's something we can use as a flashlight. Wooden boy.
That's not right.
Oh, never mind then. The cell phone.
We can use Dirk's cell phone. Do you think he'll mind?
Probably not.
Oh my god.
Point it here.
Here?
Amazing.
No, not there. Over here.
Like this?
You're doing it wrong. Point it
Over here?
A switch.
See? I knew what I was doing.
Dumb luck.
It looks like some kind of dial.
Puzzle, yay! Okay. Hit the 2 outer metal dials and the 2 inner glass orbs. Oh my gosh, it's Resident Evil. Okay, so one is supposed to be this and one is supposed to be this. Red, white, red, red. Okay, we have this. Red, white. Like this, but the other way around. Like this.
There we
Nice.
go.
Nice.
We got it. Yeah, nice. This looks so cool.
What is that?
Is that a gun?
I have no idea. It's some kind of strange device.
What should we call it?
A strange device. An unidentified device found floating in the bilge water. Okay. Weird.
What's this?
A license. Tanya Tadpole. Ocean Rescue. A license card that's been cut in half and taped back together. It was found in a bilge. Ocean Rescue Divers Association. Diver number. Free diving, deep diving, reduced visibility, high pressure. Okay, that's suspicious.
A glass bottle.
That's just trash.
And don't be so quick to dismiss it. One man's trash is another man's... Oh, yeah, no, it's just trash. The light is coming through an open drain in the ceiling.
A drain in the floor of the room above, you mean?
Literally the same thing.
Let's see, I wanna ask her about the license. Oh. Okay, we met everybody. Great.
Hey, where did you,
Does this belong to you? We found it in the bilge.
You dropped it, maybe?
Ocean Rescue Divers Association. Is this an organization you used to work for?
maybe? Looks broken.
Does it? How can you tell?
I just assumed it was waterlogged from the bilge water.
How did you know we found it in the bilge?
Because it smells, and it's still wet.
Oh, yeah. Ew. Sally, you take it.
I don't want it. Ugh, you keep it.
Hands off, it's mine.
What's this symbol on the front? Looks like someone scratched it in with a claw or something.
None of your business.
How do you get it open?
You don't.
You don't know the code?
Oh, I know it, but you don't.
Is it your phone number? Your birthday?
Name of your childhood pet?
Sally, it's a number.
Oh, yeah.
Tadpole didn't give us the code for the pocketbook.
I noticed.
So what now?
Maybe someone else will know it.
Yeah, I doubt it.
How about this? If we ask everyone and nobody knows it, we can break it open.
Ooh,
I knew that would cheer you up.
Okay. Let's go and ask around. I think I haven't asked him about all our findings.
It really is fortuitous that Madame Tadpole found her way to the Mortuga submarine. Not only is she unusually well suited to living within the confines of the ocean, but she was also unusually compatible with Magnus Mortuga. As far as I know, the two formed a sincere friendship.
Huh. I wonder if she knows any of his secrets.
She may just. I'm to believe Tadpole had taken it upon herself to discover the source of Mortuga's internal anguish. In her words, she wished to understand him so that she could help him. It was in the course of this endeavor that she began scouring the ship for information. On one occasion, I entered the captain's cabin to speak with Magnus, but instead I discovered Tadpole quite alone, trawling through his bookshelf. I asked her what she was looking for. She said she didn't know. I noticed Mr. Dansom was quite determined to hold conversation with Magnus.
what did Dirk want to talk to Mortuga about?
Nothing. It was the act of conversation itself he was after. First-hand experience of Mortuga's mannerisms, affectations, and vocabulary. When I inquired as to why Mr. Dansom held fascination for such things, he said simply, research.
So, Dr. Zephyr, I'm guessing you don't have an actual doctorate.
Correct. I walk not the path of formal academic recognition, not for lack of trying, you understand. 8 separate institutions turned me away, asserting that my ideas were, quote, incompatible with our modern world. They forget, of course, that the modern world is a fleeting and ever-changing thing. Indeed, all of history's greatest scientists battled with such short-sighted stubbornness.
So, you want to be one of history's greatest scientists and fundamentally change how we view the world?
Is that so much to ask?
I mean, yeah, it might be.
So then how did you end up studying dreams?
It was the result of acquiring a particular specimen. It opened up new ways to study the subconscious mind.
A specimen?
His hand.
Like what? An animal?
Yeah, I'm picturing like a lizard floating in a jar of formaldehyde.
Something like that.
So, what are you working on now? Here in your dream chamber?
I'm studying subconscious spirit transmissions, analyzing their meaning, their intention.
Do you need to be in a submarine to do that?
Of course not. However, positioning myself here affords me other opportunities.
Like what?
The possibility of studying the most important specimen of all. If her transmission could be analyzed, interpreted, it would be an unparalleled discovery.
Her?
She is all that stirs in the minds of men that they shall never know. A being known only as the Mermaid.
A person?
I've told you all I know.
Then apparently you don't know much at all.
Correct. I have a curious observation about Mr. Werman. Unfortunately, I haven't had the time to perform an analysis, let alone propose a hypothesis.
That's okay. Just tell us anyway.
I observed that he did not seem at all saddened or sorrowed by the death of Magnus Mortuga.
You can't know that. Some people don't always show emotion on the surface.
Of course, quite true. However, Mr. Werman did display an emotion. Relief.
Relief?
Gazing upon the crime scene, much of the tension coiled up in Mr. Werman's body visibly dissipated, and thereafter he seemed energized, galvanized.
Yeah, because of his book.
How did you meet Mortuga?
It was on my first visit to Silkworm many years ago. I was merely passing through, so I stayed at the inn where Magnus was working at the time.
So Mortuga was just an innkeeper at this point?
Not even. The innkeeper was a woman named Felicia Stonetop. Magnus merely worked under her charge. The two of them split their time between running the inn and running a small sailing ship.
Sounds like quite a nice life.
He joined us about a week or so after we first left port. He caused problems almost immediately.
How come?
Godric made some kind of official request, but Magnus had denied it. Their disagreement was something to do with navigation. For my own sake, I stayed out of it.
Ah, that's what we found. This little scroll.
It is no mark against Cynthia's character. She is a sharp young woman and capable engineer. But I was wholly surprised to learn that she had become captain.
Did she never say she wanted to be captain?
On the contrary, I was aware she'd held such aspirations, initially. But I was under the impression that her campaign had ended in failure.
Meaning?
That Miss Seafoam had made her ambitions known to Magnus, but he had shut them down. It is hypothesized that Miss Moon was embroiled in some form of deal with Magnus Mortuga.
What kind of deal?
What would she give him? Money?
His heart beat not for money and things.
What did it beat for?
People. Kinship.
So, Mariana gave him a person?
Maybe information about a person, or how to find a person.
I first learned about Symmetry from a newspaper article detailing her residency at the Fortuna Hall Theater. On the surface, it was merely a review of a magic show, but I felt something behind it, something of great interest. To me, it spoke of someone with a close connection to the ethereal plane. Taking an excursion from the submarine, I attended the performance. Afterward, I requested an audience with Miss Silkmoth herself. And speaking with her for a scant few minutes, I learned two things. First, and most importantly, my instincts had been correct. She was indeed fascinated with the great unanswered questions of metaphysicality. She held a yearning to understand that which could not ordinarily be understood. A woman after my own heart.
What was the other thing? You said you learned two things.
That she was thoroughly unhappy with her lot at Fortuna Hall. The theater owner was a heartless woman who, among other indiscretions, did not compensate Symmetry for her work. But she had no family, nor any other connections. She had nowhere else to go.
So you invited her to come live on the submarine?
To put it simply,
Did she bring all her props and stuff with her?
everything she could carry.
Why? Was she going to keep working as an illusionist on the submarine?
No, Miss Silkmoth would be working with me here in the Dream Chamber.
I notice she's not here anymore.
Her tenure with me has come to an end. She has moved on to pastures anew.
Interesting. Oh. Okay, let's ask him about everything.
An epitaph to human desperation, a totem of yearning for a time long past.
If you say so.
A shrink ray, I assume?
It actually does look like a shrink ray. All right, Grimoire, I'll be the guinea pig. Zap me.
Of course, it could be an enlightenment ray. Perhaps you ought to zap me instead.
No one's getting zapped.
It seems I'm not the only curiosity collector on board. This book, if it is indeed a book, has clearly got a story to tell. It's an incantation sealed in a glass bottle. Traditionally, you might bury such a thing under the floorboards of your house to protect from black magic.
What about if you threw it into the ocean? Would that do anything?
Likely it would have no effect. The ocean is simply too large to be held to account in this way.
Weird.
The ship's compass. I witnessed Cynthia carrying this from the control room the night Magnus was murdered.
Yeah, I think it broke. She was taking it to get fixed.
Odd, it's never broken before. There must be a connection. If only it hadn't been torn in two, then I could be sure.
Of what?
The branch of red coral, at the base of the map. I'm wondering if that's the treasure you'd find if you traveled to the X marked in the center.
Probably not.
What is this, anyway?
It is what it says it is, a quarterly journal of listings and inquiries.
I noticed the prices are listed as ounces, and that's gold, I'm pretty sure.
These numbers are merely a way to ascribe a universal value. Most transactions take the form of a trade, exchanging items of equivalent worth.
Oh, wait, so are these things that people have and they want to sell? Or is it stuff people want to buy?
Both.
What about that last one? The mermaid's tongue.
Likely the most contentious item ever to be listed in the journal, desperately coveted by those who believe and disdained by those who don't.
Those who believe what?
That such a thing could even exist.
Well, we know you have it, man. Just tell us it's behind your bookshelf.
How come the goggles are blacked out?
It is a weighted sleeping mask.
To induce REM sleep?
Correct.
What's REM sleep?
That's the kind of sleep where you dream.
Aha. So what's the big funnel on top?
It is an energy filter.
So it filters the dreams as they come out of your head?
The opposite.
It filters the dreams on their way into your head?
Correct.
Oh yeah, dreams are transmissions from another dimension. I forgot.
But what's the point of filtering them? What does it do?
To study the transmission, it is first necessary to change the format of the energy signature.
Oh, like when you change a WAV to an MP3.
This is a syntax with which I am not familiar.
So true, Sally.
Where do you get this from?
It is on loan from Miss Silkmoth.
So it's for some kind of magic trick.
I thought it was a crystal ball, like a fortune teller would use.
Indeed, it is a divining orb of a sort. However, I am not using it to see into the future, for such a pursuit is naught but folly and nonsense.
Right, but I'm sure whatever you're using it for is totally rational and sensible.
Do not question the orb.
I'm always telling him that.
Okay, I'll bite. What's a hex bottle?
It is a glass container with a hex inside.
A hex like a magic spell?
I've been forthcoming thus far. Unusually so for a man of my nature. However, certain things I shall be keeping to myself, especially if it has no bearing on your investigation.
What if we can prove it's got something to do with the murder or the crime scene?
Ah, well then you'd have forced my hand, wouldn't you? That's odd. This doesn't look like Magnus's handwriting at all.
It's not written by Mortuga. It's from a guy named Ibis.
I saw the diagrams pertaining to the location of the Mortuga submarine, and I assume Magnus must have written it, for who else would know such things? The keys on this typewriter, they appear to be a set of arcane runes. Has Mr. Werman been dipping his toe in the black arts?
Maybe he's not who we think he is. Maybe he's a magician or like a hexer, like a wizard. I don't know how you say that.
I have no interest in such a device. It is merely the debris of an exoteric society. It holds no energy.
Sure it does. It says right there. Battery 23%.
So true.
Why is it still encased in polypropylene?
Makes it more valuable to a collector. Surely you get it. You're a kind of collector, aren't you?
I collect only one-of-a-kind items, and only those with significant provenance.
Technically, this does have significant provenance, since it's owned by Dirk, and he's the actor who plays the character.
Oh yeah.
I stayed at the Stone Top Inn myself. Back then it was under the care of a woman named Felicia, but it seems to have passed on to Magnus sometime later. I find this strange, for he was not a member of a Stone Top family. The face from the ether. It must be.
What's that?
Tell me, where did you find this?
It was locked in a safe.
Was it now? Would you mind if I took it off your hands?
It's not ours to give.
No, of course. This magazine emanates a peculiar energy. Jealousy, frustration, even greed. This seems to be a personal item of Cynthia's. As such, it is not my place to make a comment.
Now this is a talisman, surely.
On the surface, it appears so. However, in this instance, I think the concept has been inverted.
A reverse talisman.
It's a fine garment, is it not?
Has it been in the control room the whole time?
From the moment I first entered the submarine.
But it doesn't belong to Mortuga.
It does not. It rather seems that Cynthia is using the contract as a talisman.
A talisman? Like, as protection?
I did notice she taped it to the back of the chair in the control room, so it's like you can't go in there unless you acknowledge it.
Correct. The contract is a shield behind which Cynthia hides.
True.
Magnus was fairly averse to record keeping.
He can't have been that against it if he bothered to write in the captain's log.
However, standard protocol would be for the captain to keep a record of every single day, whereas Magnus only filed a handful of these log cards in his entire tenure.
Has the wheel always looked like that?
Like what?
With one side broken off and replaced with a different material.
It's never been my job to steer the ship, so I've never really taken any notice. You know, Magnus never liked the name Mortuga Submarine.
Surely he was the one who chose that name.
I believe it was something that just happened. He didn't have a willing hand in it. All told, Magnus was rather dismissive of the notion that the submarine should bear his moniker.
But it was his submarine.
He was dismissive of that notion, too. That belonged to Magnus Mortuga, but I suppose it should pass along to Cynthia.
Cynthia doesn't get all of Mortuga's stuff just because she took over as captain, surely?
Of course not. However, I imagine at some point Cynthia may wish to unlock the captain's cabin.
She'd need a glass eyeball to do that?
Naturally. While it holds the pretense of being an eyeball, in truth, it is a key.
Oh, nice. Now we know.
This is where I first learned about Miss Silkmoth and her residence at the Fortuna Hall Theater.
This was after you'd started living in the submarine.
Correct.
So Mortuga had the newspaper on board with him?
Only this solitary page. Before we left port on the submarine's maiden voyage, Magnus asked a favor of me. He wished for me to venture into the Stonetop Inn, collect this cauldron, and bring it on board.
Why couldn't he do it himself? He'd have been strong enough, surely.
I'm not sure exactly. I was already preparing to bring a large amount of heavy equipment on board. I suppose Magnus considered it logical to fold the cauldron into that set.
Was it shut and locked?
Shut, locked, and covered with the sailcloth. Magnus never told me what he kept inside it, if that's what you're asking.
Dr. Zephyr, is this yours?
I don't immediately recognize it.
You sure? It really looks like something that had belonged to you.
Of course, I do concede that I have many similar bottles here in my dream chamber, so it's wholly possible that it originated in my collection.
Nice answer. Totally non-committal.
It's the cloth that Magnus used to cover the cauldron.
Why would he need to keep it covered?
Either to keep it away from prying eyes, or perhaps he concealed it for his own benefit. As good as they were, it was not Miss Silkmoth's politricks that interested me. Rather, I was interested in the base mindset they were a symptom of. In particular, her ruminations upon the great unknowns of life and death. There are clues to it, right here. Look at the choice of words. Unfathomable, inconceivable. And on the reverse, you need only look at the chosen subject matter for her newest work.
It's a Grim Reaper.
Bottled sunlight. It appears somebody's looking to protect themselves from vampires.
There's no vampire on board, is there?
Of course not.
What about Mortuga?
I'll admit, it was a rumor for a time. I believe this to be a depiction of a being known as the Mermaid. However, I've nothing to compare it with, as it's the only depiction I know of.
It doesn't look much like a mermaid.
It doesn't look much like anything, really. Except for the fact it's got a face. At least, I think that's a face.
Stories alluding to such a being were the reason I traveled to Silkworm in the first place. However, I was disappointed to discover that nobody in town seemed to know what I was talking about. It seems to be a secret held by only a very select few.
How long has this been chained to the foredeck? Do you know?
Since the conception of the submarine, as far as I know. The conception of its current incarnation, I should say. The wider history of the vessel reaches back a good deal further, of course. It seems our collective fate hangs on the outcome of your investigation.
I guess.
This is a good thing. It is high time for a shifting of the tides.
What do you mean?
There are too many souls aboard this ship, many of them seeking things they shall not find. A bit of light reading,
It's a book about a hex.
So I see, a charming pulp adventure by the looks of it.
Is it the same kind of hex that's in your hex bottle?
Let's see. No, they're quite different. The hex referred to here is merely an abstract form of curse that manifests, for the most part.
Sorry, did you just read the entire book?
Of course not. Just chapters 1 through 5.
What? Damn. Let's investigate another room. I feel like we haven't looked around in her room. So let's do that.
What's in these old wooden crates?
I don't know. I can't get them open.
What did I tell you? Always bring the crowbar. It's a pinboard.
Direct the pieces of paper into the correct position. Us? Also, are these rooms? No, I think these two are here. Like this. Wait. I need to see the map again. Okay, maybe like this. And where are we now? We're also here.
Nope.
So, there's a drawing of each of the suspects, one of Mortuga, and one of us too. Each one needs to be moved to the right place on the board.
I know. That's what I'm trying to do.
That's not it.
Looks like the board's been divided into segments.
The shape looks familiar. Is it some kind of diagram?
Of course. Remember Mariana's diary?
No.
I'll do this later.
It's a pizza oven.
No, it's a furnace. For heating the submarine.
Right. But you could put a pizza in there.
You could.
It's a little mirror.
It could do with a polish.
You could do with the polish.
Damn.
I assumed it was tea, but actually it smells like coffee.
It's unfiltered too, and there's no milk.
Hardcore.
It's a big traveler's backpack. It smells like soil and grass.
When you're done smelling it, there's something in the pouch I think we should take a look at.
Silkworm map. A square of parchment found in the cargo hold. It's been folded up and tied with string. Silkworm on sea. Sea from harbor, the South Sea. Lighthouse, Drummond Shipyard, Mr. Gripp's Emporium, the Silkworm Spectator, Town Hall, Governor's Manor, Fortuna Hall, the Stone Top Inn. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Yes, they're connected. Felix and Flint. So we're investigating the other side of the family tree, maybe? Solomon Stonetop, Selena Stonetop. Okay, so he gave it to his daughter. She gave it to her daughter. And she has a daughter with Faustus Fellow. And they also made Felix, so they gave it to Felix's sister. And she gave it to Magnus for some reason. Even though she was married to Damien Dusk, the mayor. And Felicia Stonetop is the woman playing like the actress from the movie. Okay, interesting. Okay, remember her diary. I don't remember her diary. Is it here somewhere?
Ah,
How can we get her to tell us about the diary again?
I first met Tadpole when she was on the road, travelling with a group of performers. She had longer hair back then, of course.
Did you see her perform?
I got to see a rehearsal, but that was it. After that, I joined their camp for the night. Tadpole and I shared some stories, you know. I told her how I'd just been on a research trip to a town on the coast called Silkworm-on-Sea. She told me how their group went around performing in local theatres and town halls and whatnot. I mentioned that Silkworm actually had a little theatre that might be a good fit.
How come you didn't stay with them longer?
Their leader was a real bad apple. I was rather keen to be shot of him.
Let's try the moon vial. Oh, right.
Do you recognize
yes.
this, Mariana?
Should I?
Well, we just figured since there's a moon drawn on the label.
So because my name is Moon, all moon-related things must belong to me?
Yes.
Even if it's not yours, do you have any idea what it is?
It's a herbal compound of some kind. Valerian, skullcap, chamomile, and seawater.
So, not poison.
Maybe it's medicine. Would those herbs do anything in particular?
I suppose it could be a sleep aid, like a mild sedative.
Interesting.
Okay, so the eyeball is the key. Oh my god. I'm losing my voice. Well, where... Didn't she tell us about the... her diary? Well, it doesn't matter. Let's try the key, shall we?
Locked.
That's the one.
Oh, we could have pushed it. I guess we can push the key out. Captain's cabin. Aye, Captain. Unlock the captain's cabin.
It's a treasure chest.
Who the hell is that?
Someone's peeking out from inside.
Hello?
Handheld radio. A small handheld radio hidden in the captain's cabin. It seems to be broken. Why does it have a... oh my god, it looks like the... What was her name? Her. Cynthia Seafoam.
It's a painting.
It's beautiful. Probably haunted, but beautiful.
Wow, her. A frame painting of a woman found in the captain's cabin. There is a metal plaque on the base of the frame with the word her engraved on it. A mother. And mother finally let me have the map. Most of it anyway. The important bits are still there. Problem: I spent all last night trying to decipher the actual coordinates. I couldn't do it. Magnus couldn't do it either. But he said we could pay someone to do it for us. So I've put him in charge of that while I make preparations on the ship. Wanted to turn around and go back to Silkworm. Empty-handed? Never. So all the way there, he was sulky and moody, even more than usual. I mean, he can be such a baby sometimes. I didn't let it bother me because, as I had known it would, the moment we saw the green light, his curiosity got the better. Hauled it up, took forever. It's super heavy and I really didn't want any of it to get damaged. Once it's on the deck, Magnus put his arms around it to turn the things. He can just about reach, but I told him to not do it like that. It might not be safe, since we don't know exactly what'll happen. So I said we could do it together, one each. That worked just fine, but we... what?
So, who is it? Grimoire.
Let's make sure to ask everyone about this.
Everyone.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what kind of responses we get.
Okay, interesting.
Is that a bell?
I think so.
Why is it hanging over the desk?
A heavy iron bow hanging above Mortuga's desk at the captain's cabin. What is this? An egg? Oh, this is where the key goes that also goes in the cauldron. Interesting.
Storage boxes.
Why keep them in here, I wonder?
Where else would they be?
A storage room?
True.
Mortuga's desk.
Anything in the drawers?
Just dust. It's Mortuga's bookshelf.
A lot of these aren't books. They're scrolls.
Scroll shelf. What's that on the wall?
No idea. It's written in a language I don't recognize.
Storage boxes.
Why keep them in here, I
Where
wonder?
else would they be?
A storage room?
Nice window.
It looks directly out the back of the ship.
The ship?
Yeah, you know, the submarine.
Yeah, I also keep calling it ship. Okay, so that was
We
important.
can't get in there right now.
We can't get in there. I kinda wanna ask her. Because she was in there searching for the scrolls. Or like searching through the scrolls. Okay, let's ask her about everybody first.
Miss Tadpole, you said you were an Olympic-level swimmer.
Oh, sure. They never let me compete, though. I got banned way back when I used to swim in regionals.
Why? What did you do?
Nothing. They just decided I had certain physical abnormalities that made it unfair to the other swimmers.
That kind of sucks.
It's whatever. I never really cared about competing anyway.
So what did you do after you got banned?
Oh, you know, left home, traveled, got a job, quit that job, traveled some more.
And, have you always been green?
Oh, you finally built up the courage to ask, huh? No, it was a reaction to some chemicals we used in a little water tank I used to swim in. The doctor said it's reversible, but I couldn't afford the treatment, so yeah, I'm green.
Interesting.
Dirk's got a little crush on me, pretty sure.
Cute.
He's a good egg, but he's not my type. I don't go in for the Boy Scout look. Now, if he grew a beard, then I'd be open for negotiation.
Sure, I could see that.
Sorry, could we maybe talk about something more relevant?
Yeah, Zephyr and I had a little falling out.
Over what? Something to do with his experiments?
In theory, I really don't care what he does in his lab. I just didn't like that he dragged Sim into it.
What do you mean?
When I first got here, Sim was working for Zephyr in the Dream Chamber.
Yeah.
What were they working on? Researching dreams, I guess?
Well, sure, that was part of it. They even had Mortuga as a test subject at one point.
They were researching Mortuga's dreams?
Look, it's not the dreams that were the problem. It's the communicating with spirits from the other world stuff.
Oh, like talking with the afterlife.
Zephyr's a grown man. If he wants to research that stuff, he's free to do so. But Sim's still young. I didn't want her getting misled, so I put a stop to it.
How?
I made Zephyr tell Sim he didn't need her anymore.
Ouch.
It's for the best. Now, when Werman got here, that's when things got interesting.
Why? Because he's a famous author?
Oh, no, I don't care about that. I don't read pulp literature.
Oh, right.
Then what's so interesting?
Okay, so, Werman's from Silkworm, just like Mortuga. And after he arrived on the submarine, Mortuga spent a lot of time talking with him.
Wait, you think they knew each other from before? From when they both lived in the town?
No, but I do think they share a connection.
Like maybe they have a mutual friend or something?
Something like that.
Then it seems like Mortuga would have wanted Werman on the submarine if he had something to gain from it, even if it was just information.
What information, though? What was Mortuga trying to find out?
I really liked him. He wasn't like anyone else I've met.
What did you like about him?
He was this great combination of super introverted and super proactive. Like you'd be complaining that you had a headache or whatever, and he wouldn't say a word. But then the next morning, you'd wake up and find painkillers beside your bed.
Wow.
Kinda creepy, sneaking into your room at night.
And where would you get painkillers on a submarine?
The point is, he actually cared about other people. Really, the only person he was hard on was himself.
Go on.
Well, for one, he never let himself leave the submarine, even if he wanted to.
Did he want to?
I think so.
Then what was stopping him?
I wish I could say. I know he used to run a shop selling compasses or whatever, but from what I gather, he knew it wasn't really his life's calling. Although he seems to have fallen back into it, so I don't know what's going on there. Creature of habit, I guess.
If Grip didn't actually want to work in a shop, what did he want to do?
He wanted to be the navigator for the submarine.
He'd probably be pretty good at that.
Problem was, Magnus didn't need a navigator. Didn't want one.
What?
It's just, now that Mortuga's dead and there's a new captain.
You're thinking Grip might finally get to be navigator? Under Cynthia?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think Grip wants to be Cynthia's navigator. I think he wanted to be Mortuga's navigator.
You.
Little Cynthia. She's cute, huh?
I don't know if that's an appropriate way to talk about your captain.
You're so right.
You think her being captain is kind of a joke?
It's not a joke to her. She cares a lot about the submarine. I just don't think it's doing her any good to care that much. It's just a hunk of metal after all.
And wood. Some of it is made out of wood, I noticed.
Did Mortuga want Cynthia to succeed him as captain? Did he ever mention it?
No, I'd say he probably felt the same way I do about it.
Which is...
That she's too young and too bright to be living down here in the dark. I couldn't believe it when she showed up. I swear this submarine is like some kind of giant sink strainer.
You know Mariana Moon from before?
Yeah, we've crossed paths. We very briefly both worked for the same guy.
What guy? Doing what?
Performance art. Mariana's act was storytelling.
What about?
The show I saw was about the history of Silkworm on Sea, with a focus on all the rumors and urban myths. This was before I'd even been there myself. She even mentioned the rumor of the Mortuga submarine, how she'd been in Silkworm looking for it.
What was the rumor?
Just that there was supposed to be this haunted submarine with a captain who got cursed to live underwater forever.
Sounds made up.
I know, right?
Sounds kinda legit.
Sim's quite delicate. She's got some real self-worth issues.
She's kinda eerie.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got this 1,000-yard stare, like a rabbit in the headlights.
She's got a unique way of speaking, too.
Yeah, I'm still not sure how much of it is sincere and how much is residual from her time performing on stage. I have heard her talking more normally, though, when she's with Cynthia.
What about Sim's parents?
Orphan. As far as I know, she was homeless for a while, until the system picked her up and she got moved into the theater.
So, she's never had any kind of normal life.
Nope. That 1,000-yard stare's starting to make a little more sense now, huh?
So I want to ask her about this.
You know, I think this painting is the answer.
To what?
Everything. Magnus Mortuga, what he was doing, what he was thinking, even maybe how and why he died.
I swear, there's always a painting with a secret in it.
So true.
Silkworm on Sea. Let's see. Magnus, Grip, Worman, Cynthia. Oh, and Sim. Those 5 are from the town. Or they lived there for a while at least.
You think they all knew each other from before the submarine?
Magnus and Grip knew each other, I think. They lived opposite, see?
Oh, yeah.
Where did you get this bottle from?
I found it in the ocean, like everything else in here.
When? Recently?
Yeah, this morning.
Was it near the submarine?
Of course, I never go too far out.
Are you gonna open it up?
No way, it's a message in a bottle. If I opened it, it'd just be a message and a bottle. Not nearly as interesting.
True.
Oh, this thing weighs a ton.
Reckon you could pick it up? You're pretty strong, right?
I could maybe get my arms around it, just about.
What about Mortuga?
Probably, but he had real big arms, like me.
But for anyone else, it'd be a two-person job.
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting.
It's a radio, dressed up like a little doll. Do you know who it's supposed to be?
Is it not Cynthia?
I don't think so.
Her mother.
So the main character is inspired by Magnus Mortuga?
I think so, but Werman changed his name to Marcus Mordu.
Nice. Real subtle.
True.
Cynthia had to ask my help when writing this up. She wanted to put Magnus's age, but she didn't know it.
How come you did?
He and I were friends. I was really trying to get to know him.
Sounds like that might have been kind of an uphill struggle.
Yeah, he didn't really like to talk about himself.
Maybe she knows the code. Oh, we already asked her about this.
Magnus wouldn't bring this inside the submarine, but he didn't seem to want to get rid of it either.
So it must have some kind of purpose.
We already know what it does. We saw it on the way in. It shines a big green light so you know where to go to find the submarine.
What?
I feel like I know what this is.
The thing in the painting. You've seen it?
Not seen it, more like felt it. I'm pretty sure it's out there. Maybe even right now.
Should we be worried about this?
That's up to you. Turk tried to get me to take these. He's convinced we've all got a vitamin D deficiency. He said that's why everyone on the submarine is, in his words, moody and weird. I saw posters just like this up on the walls in Fortuna Hall.
You went to see Symmetry's show?
No, by the time I came through the town, she'd already left.
But her posters were still up.
Yeah, the owner was scrambling to find something new. I don't think she wanted to admit she'd lost her star act.
The theater owner, that's Baroness Fortuna?
That's her.
And did she ever find a new show?
No. It didn't work out.
Oh, so they worked for Baroness Fortuna. I get it now.
I'm pretty sure Magnus kept this in the storeroom.
He had it covering the cauldron, I guess?
It seems likely.
Just to protect it from dust?
Or maybe he was specifically keeping it hidden.
This was on the floor of the crime scene. Do you know what it is?
Poison, maybe?
We don't know that. We don't know what it is.
Doesn't make any sense for it to be poison. Magnus was killed with a blade, something sharp.
Right, but there wasn't anything like that at the crime scene.
Well, then it must be somewhere else.
In the picture. She has a blade.
All I can say for sure is that at one time, this cauldron spent several years underwater. Not just underwater, but in the ocean. I can tell by the growth of the barnacles and algae.
There's no growth on the inside, though. Or on the lid.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Where did you find this?
Symmetry had it. Does it not belong to her?
No, it belongs to Magnus.
Just the front page? Or did he have the whole newspaper?
Just this one page.
Why is he so interested in Sim's old magic act?
He's not. Where did you find that?
Yeah, it was in Sim's...
We just found it lying around in a corridor. What is it?
It's Magnus's key. It unlocks his cabin. I guess now that Cynthia's captain, she wants an up-to-date blueprint of the submarine.
Why was there an out-of-date blueprint?
The ship has kind of a complex history. She's been through a few different phases, lived through a few rough patches. Magnus used to let me steer. He even taught me how to do it.
Sounds like he was setting you up to be the next captain.
I don't know about that. Magnus really wasn't one for record-keeping.
Well, he did make a few entries, though.
Looks like it's just each time someone new arrives on the submarine.
That makes sense. He was always people-focused. Human interactions, relationships. It's what he considered most important. Looks like Mortuga chose to use a typewriter for this.
To make it more official, maybe?
It's more that he didn't like writing by hand. He'd even sometimes ask me to write things for him.
Like what?
Oh, just little notes, you know.
Sure.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
You sure?
Never seen it before. What?
Nothing.
That drawing of the coral, it looks familiar.
Oh, it's just a generic piece of red coral, isn't it?
It reminds me of a piece I found in the ocean recently.
Can I see it? Do you still have it?
No.
Great.
Well, where is it? Okay.
I do kind of want to see what's on that piece of paper.
You can read it just fine.
But what if there's something on the back?
So what, you want to break it open?
Maybe, yeah.
Hey, I don't go around breaking your stuff.
I kind of want to talk to these guys, but they are suspicious. Especially this guy.
Madam Tadpole. Simultaneously the most laid-back and most terrifying individual I've ever met.
Terrifying?
You don't feel it? To me, she gives off this indisputable, I will destroy you if I see fit to do so kind of energy.
Maybe if you get on her bad side.
Oh, I wouldn't dare. She'd crush me like a twig.
She does look pretty tough.
Who would you say is stronger? Madam Tadpole or Dirk Danson?
Dirk's in good shape, but a lot of it's just for show. He's just gotta look good for camera. Meanwhile, swimming works out every muscle group. Did you know that? I didn't. Every muscle group.
I don't think Tadpole's about to fight anyone. She's so chilled out.
For now, I worry about what'll happen if you two name a culprit.
You think she might, retaliate?
If she does, I'm not gonna be the one to stand in her way. Moon's your lead suspect, I presume.
No. Why would she be?
Well, the timeline. She shows up, and bang, Mortuga murdered.
Maybe it's just a coincidence.
I'm just saying, nobody even knows why she's here.
I'm not sure we know why you're here.
I already told you, didn't I? Genuinely, I can't remember. You met Godric? What did you think? Personally, I like him.
I found him a little irritating, the way he kept waving that cane around.
He gave you the old welcome to Mr. Grip's Emporium treatment, eh? That's just what he's like at first. He'll settle down.
Why does he do it?
So, I have two theories on this. One, he's an introvert who falls back on his rehearsed persona when he gets nervous.
Like when meeting someone for the first time.
Right, exactly.
What's your other theory?
He assumes people will find the real him boring, not worth knowing.
I don't think your two theories are mutually exclusive. They might both be right.
So what is the real Grip like, once you get to know him?
I don't know. He's kind of like one of those savants, kind of odd, but seriously gifted. In his case with cartography, I guess, navigation. I don't understand what his deal is, but I already have a headache, so I'm just not gonna worry about it.
What did he say was a dream doctor?
Great. Good for him.
He's researching spirit energy, I think.
Lovely. More power to him.
And he was the first person to join Mortuga's submarine, because they knew each other from before.
Wonderful. Wait, really? Huh. Zephyr's not from Silkworm, though, is he?
I don't think so.
Interesting. Well, thanks a lot. Now I have yet another thing to think about.
Have fun.
Okay, what did I want to ask him? Right, this.
How come the keys are all messed up on your typewriter?
It's old. Sometimes they fall off. I guess I don't always put them back in the right place.
And, what have you typed on that page?
I'm taking another swing at a story outline for my next book.
I can't make it out. It's some kind of weird grid.
Cross-writing. Look it up. People used to do it all the time.
What about these brass panels on the back?
This one's my father's emblem, Mayor Dusk. That's why it looks like a D. And this is the governor's emblem, Governor Fellow. So that one's an F.
Okay.
So you've read it, Sally, but Grimoire hasn't?
Nope. What's it about?
I'd really rather not reduce it to a single sentence.
It's about a guy named Marcus Mordoom looking for something called the Devil of the Deep.
And does he find it?
I just think it'd be better if you took the time.
Yeah, kind of. It gets a little abstract towards the end.
So what? It's just Marcus Mordoom on a ship, and that's it?
We're talking about several themes carefully laid on top of each other.
It's also a love story. Marcus is in love with a woman named Belicia. She's his captain.
I don't see her on the cover.
Really, all the nuance is lost if we just...
No, she's there. Kinda. Like I said, it gets abstract.
I'll take your word for it.
If you'd like to
she's
read
the-
it, I have a spare copy you can...
Nah, that's
Hers,
okay.
maybe?
No time.
I tried asking Mortuga what this was.
No luck?
He just said it was something he'd picked up on his travels.
Picked up where? Floating somewhere in the middle of the ocean?
Yeah. I assume so.
Have you ever seen this painting before? Before the submarine, I mean.
Yeah, it used to hang in the Stone Top Inn for a little while, at least.
Really? Seems like it would scare away all the customers.
Nah, the old sailor types love stuff like this. It's a conversation piece, isn't it? Oh, I can't stand these things. A procrastinator's worst nightmare. It's why I use the old typewriter. No distractions.
Does Dirk spend a lot of time on his cell phone?
Not in here. He goes up on deck to do it.
Why?
Who knows? It's not my business.
Because he's spying on you, mister.
Yes? Something you wanted to ask?
Zephyr called this a hex bottle.
We thought you might know what it is since, you know.
I wrote a book called Hex of the Helmsman.
Well, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, no, I've got nothing. Done. Next. What's that? A book?
I think so.
Let's see. Nope, not a book.
Why not?
Listen. Books don't rattle.
True, we could shake it.
Okay, let's see. The symbol on the top left, next to Governor's Manor, that's the fellow emblem. Oh, you knew that already?
Kinda, but keep going.
Oh, that's my father's emblem on the top right, the one next to Town Hall. D for Dusk. Mayor Dusk.
Your dad was the mayor and you grew up in the town hall? Must have been nice.
Yeah, sure.
Hang on. Your dad is listed on the back here, on the family tree. And there's a line between him and Felicia Stonetop, see?
It's a stretch to call this a family tree. More like a tree of speculative conjecture.
Sure.
So, these are the two main characters in the movie?
The helmsman, Marcus Mordoom, and his captain, Belicia Bonetop.
Ostensibly, yes.
You're not happy with how they look? Compared to your book?
They made Marcus too handsome and too bulky. Sure, he'd have muscle, but at the same time, he's supposed to be wiry, fibrous, like an old piece of rope. Meanwhile, Belicia's supposed to be more ethereal, like she might evaporate if you try to reach out and touch her.
Oh, well, you can't have everything.
And for some reason, they gave them both necklaces when it's Belicia's necklace that the story hinges on. If your story hinges on a specific necklace, then make it the only necklace in the story. This is basic stuff, people.
Okay, so he doesn't like that.
Symmetry's locket. A mystical heirloom from her tragically departed mother, no doubt.
Did she tell you that?
Oh no, complete guess. But that's just how these things go, isn't it? That belongs to Dirk, I think.
We found it in the
What?
bilge, floating in the water.
Well, that explains the smell.
What is it?
I assumed it was a movie prop. You know, a sci-fi thing.
Has Dirk ever done a movie like that?
Not to my knowledge.
But then, why?
No idea. You'd better ask him, hadn't you?
I think this guy's hiding something.
Tadpole? Oh, she's awesome. Got all kinds of stories. It takes some work to get them out of her, but it's totally worth it. Like, get this. I found out she used to be a rescue diver, but they banned her for being too good.
How can you be too good at that?
I don't know, she'd go too deep, stay under too long, break all the guidelines, you know?
Huh.
I gotta say, no disrespect to Cynthia, but I'm disappointed Tadpole didn't become the new captain.
What, did Tadpole say she wanted to be captain?
No, I just think she'd be really good at it. I mean, she's smart, brave, plus she knows all about the ocean. I mean, come on. Dirk Dansom, 6'2", blonde, athletic, passionate, adaptable, amenable.
Okay, you're hired. Please stop.
And how long have you been an actor?
Oh man, I've been trying to break into it for like forever, but I was getting nowhere until Mr. Vanderpeer said he wanted to hire an unknown for his new project, Hex of the Helmsman. It's kind of a fantasy horror adventure. I play mysterious anti-hero Marcus Mordoom. He's pretty much the main guy.
So you went from getting no work to getting the lead in a big movie.
Crazy, right?
So you're rich and famous now?
Well, I mean, yeah, right? I mean, hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Dr. Z. Oh man, I love this guy. Hey, did he show you his curiosity collection?
I don't think so.
Dude has some seriously rad stuff in there. Plus, like, it's all real, you know?
Worth a lot of money, you think?
Oh, totally. The guy's sitting on a gold mine. There was this one thing. It was behind glass, like this spooky mask kind of thing. I wish I could remember what it was called. Anyway, Dr. Z said it was priceless. So, obviously, I asked what that meant, and get this. It means it's worth a lot of money.
Is he stupid? Guys, is he stupid?
Worman's my good buddy. Yeah,
I
he's
think
like
he's
the
just playing
cranky
dumb.
older brother I never had.
How did you become friends?
Oh, it was mandated by the film studio.
What?
Well, I played the lead in the movie version of Worman's book, so the studio figured we needed to be friends.
And now he's writing his next book, a sequel.
Yeah, dude, Hex of the Helmsman 2, The Revenge Unleashed, or whatever. I don't think he actually has a title for it yet, or a story outline, or actually anything. I kind of feel bad for him, honestly. It's a lot of pressure, you know?
Dirk, your work and Worman's work, they're kind of intertwined, aren't they?
How do you mean?
You can't make your next movie until Worman's written his next book.
Oh, sure. I mean, that's true, I guess.
Interesting.
This is yours, Dirk?
We literally found it in the pocket of your tuxedo.
How'd you know for sure it's my tuxedo?
Dirk, show me one other living soul on the submarine that could even conceivably own a tuxedo.
Okay, I thought that would get us more information.
Looking good, Julie.
I assume this is yours, Dirk.
Yeah, I let the kids borrow it since there weren't a lot of other magazines on board.
I noticed on the back there's an advert for your movie.
Yep, that's me on the left, all dolled up as Marcus Mordoom, the titular helmsman.
Right, you're the title character, but there's only one name at the top.
Oh, you noticed. Julie was already a big name, so, she got her name on the poster.
Seems unfair.
Oh, well, I'm sure when they make the sequel, Dirk's name will be front and center.
Right.
Now, you're featured in the interview, though. Right at the end.
And they spelled your name wrong.
Are we done looking at the magazine? What's that?
It belongs to Madame Tadpole, but it's locked.
Oh, a combination lock. Let me try. Yep, got it.
How did you
What?
know the code?
Easy. It was her birthday.
Huh.
Oh my god, no way. It's actually a shallow box with a number of objects kept inside. The inside of the box smells of cigar smoke and alcohol. Tanya, professional swimmer, currently traveling looking for work. We'll have to think of an angle, but I think it'll work. She's tough, doesn't complain, could be a keeper. Moon caught her snooping, taking photos. But she's on the trail of a werewolf. She's a pain in the neck, but she's a natural storyteller. Might be able to put her to use. This is the number Dirk kept calling. Fortuna, her theater's seen better days, but still the best spot in town to set up. I tried to cut a deal, but she's being tight-fisted. Might be a problem, hopefully not for her sake. 202-555-178. Yes, that's her. Interesting.
Wormo's typewriter. He lugged it all the way here. I tried to tell him about modern alternatives, but he wouldn't hear it.
Why do you think he insists on using it?
Other than the fact that he's a big old poser? I mean, probably because it used to belong to his dad. I am officially living the dream. How many people can say they're an action figure?
I'll admit it. I'm jealous.
You carry this thing around everywhere you go, Dirk.
Of course, but I'm super duper careful to keep it in mint condition.
Mint condition? I really wouldn't say.
Yeah, they told me if I leave it in the box, it'll be worth way more in the future.
Yeah, do you have the whole set? Looks like there are 2 other figures in the series.
Oh no, they only gave me this one. My co-star Julie has the other 2.
Oh, that's rude. Okay, one more thing I want to do. Let's ask her about the radio.
Cynthia, this radio looks kind of like you.
Aw, you really think so?
Why did you take that as a compliment?
Does it belong to you?
Of course, I brought it with me. That's how I first contacted the submarine from the outside.
You used the radio to contact Mortuga, and you asked him to let you into the submarine?
Yep.
Wait, so there's a receiver in the control room?
No. Well, kinda.
So, you know what? Never mind.
This weird little drawing. It looks kind of like that thing Mortuga kept up on the foredeck.
Yeah, it does.
This is the ship's compass from here in the control room.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Mr. Grip's already working on fixing it. Good! That's good.
Why so many needles?
The original needle was broken. Mr. Grip said he had a few he could try out as replacements.
This one's the original?
Yeah.
Looks fine to me. Just put it back in.
Nope, wouldn't work. It's malfunctioning. It needs to be replaced.
Why is she being so weird about that?
The stamp. That's Governor Fellow, the guy who owns Silkworm on Sea.
I didn't know you could own a town.
Well, he acted like he did. Putting himself on the stamps was the least of it. Hey, there's a document in there.
It's a piece of paper. I don't know if I'd call it a document.
It's been typed.
Apart from the title, which is drawn by hand.
Oh yeah, it almost looks like a logo for something.
A logo. What could it all mean? I thought she could get us something. Maybe...
Mr. Warman? I usually just try to stay out of his way. He's kind of grouchy.
Did you know him before the submarine?
No. He did grow up in Silkworm, but he lived uptown in a big fancy house. And I, didn't.
Born with a silver spoon in his mouth, huh?
Come to think of it, I don't actually think Warman was born in Silkworm. And, I think he might have mentioned something about disclaiming his inheritance.
I guess he wanted to make his own money.
Which, by all accounts, is exactly what he did after he left town and wrote that book.
So why would he need to come back?
He just really wanted to meet him, I guess.
Meet who?
Who else? Captain Mortuga.
I'm kind of stuck right now. I don't really know. I want to ask her about some stuff.
How it blinks and flickers so.
It's just broken. I think it's turning itself on and off.
As if it sought to speak with kin.
It's a radio. I'm not sure it has kin.
'Twas Cynthia who had it when first she came aboard. Something in it holds great weight, for her at least it seems.
But you don't know what exactly?
With certain mind I cannot say. A book adorned by bloody stain?
Might be. Might not.
It might not be a book.
No, I meant the blood stain. What would you say that is?
Sealed within the glassy tomb.
Yeah.
A mistake? A regret?
I thought it was a piece of paper. She knows what I know.
Against all odds I've been inscribed upon this family tree, bound only by the bloodline of my matron's former kin.
Your matron? That's Fortuna Fellow.
No longer tied to fellow name, she styles herself as Baroness, whatever that's supposed to mean.
Sim, look, you've got 2 half-brothers. Kinda.
Only in the faintest terms, but there they are, Flint and Felix.
We've actually met Felix. Would you believe that?
No.
Oh, well, we did.
A map that leadeth unto naught.
What do you mean? It leads to that big red X.
Yeah, but it's a big red X in the middle of the ocean.
It comes to mind I saw this map upon the captain's cabin desk.
When was this?
Soon after I arrived. Just once, and then it vanished.
Well, now it's reappeared.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Cute! Okay, so if this is about the map, then he knows something about that, right? What the hell
How
is
much
this
for
about?
this one?
It's not for sale.
Oh, too rare? Too valuable?
It's from my personal collection. I really hadn't intended for you to see it.
Well, we did see it.
What's it a map to, anyway? What's it the red X?
Now that's the question, isn't it?
You don't know?
Unfortunately, not.
What's with all the needles and cogs and stuff?
It looks like Grip's halfway through fixing it. That's what I figured, anyway.
Ah, thank heavens! That's what I was hoping for.
Sorry, what?
Perhaps I should explain. You see, Miss Seafoam came to me with a compass she needed fixing. I went to put the needle back on, but Cynthia stopped me. No, she said. The whole thing is broken. You'll have to take a look at the insides. You'll have to replace the needle. For some reason, she seemed to need it to be true.
She needed the compass
so
to
weird.
be broken.
I told her I had various spare needles I could try out as replacements, and here we are.
And you left it out so Cynthia would see it? So she'd think you were actually fixing it?
That's the idea, yes. So if you kindly put it back where you found it.
Okay, I think I'm gonna leave this episode here. If you have any idea what I'm supposed to do next, please tell me. So, yeah, what are your theories? What do you think is happening? I think it's a little closer to the book this guy wrote than we initially thought. I think he knows something about the history of the town and then he wrote about it. And now he came back to write some more. I just don't exactly know how it all connects. So, tell me what you think, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye!